Hi guys, Maximus Grahamicus here. I'm just gonna show you guys a quick little demonstration of this. I can't even say it's a Firebird set build or anything like that. It's a fire build. I mean, it's really garbage. I mean, by all professional standards, their gear sucks. I mean, there's a couple of like ooh items in there and stuff, like the Cinder Coat. Alright, cool, Cinder Coat. You know, they got Grandeur rings, not great ones. I think his is the only one with intelligence. You know, they got like Dex. And they got Stones of Jordan with no intelligence. But fire, like, I mean, it is pretty crappy gear. Like, some crappy made Devastators. Made some Captain Crimsons. I got Captain Crimsons. This dude's got a little Vigilante on, some Mage Fists. You know, like a little of this, a little of that. Some of it I made, some of it I found off the ground, but like, you know, this is like pretty what the hell, right? But it's really, I mean, this is just something I've done whipped together, and a lot of people could whip something together a lot better than this. But more or less, I would recommend, you know, like Cinder Coat, Mage Fists if you got them. You know, if you got a Firebird set, shit, you could rock, you know, a Cinder Coat, Mage Fists, the whole Firebird set. And for bracers, I mean, pick your poison. I don't know. I'm using Reaper Wraps. Again, there's not really much specialness to any of this, you know, really. You know, just try to get crit chance, you know, so as high as you can, you know, at least to 50, you know, no more than 50 really, and some crit damage, you know, and fire damage wherever you can. So like Cinder Coat, Mage Fists. If you can get fire on your bracers, you know, any kind of bracers, even, it doesn't really matter. You don't really need these. I just, you know, had the plans, so I made some. And you don't need a Firebird set, even really. You know, you can, like, even some, like, what the hell is this, right? Like, this dude is just all over the damn place, but it doesn't even matter, because he can totally roll with the rest of them, like Ice Climbers, right? But, like, why are they there? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but let's get to the skills. Alright? So, we're using Blizzard Apocalypse. Cool. I see a lot of fire wizards running around using this with their Firebird set. But I don't see them using Meteor Showers. I don't see them doing this. I have not, you know, seen them really incorporate this. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I'm using Meteor Showers because I think that's awesome. Magic weapon, and you know what? It works better if you put a rune on it. So I would recommend Force Weapon and increase the damage bonus to 20%. There we go. Runes are good for skills, people. Runes are good for skills. Yes, they are. Frost Nova with Cold Snap. I like this because it's got a 7.5 second cooldown and it freezes them for 3 seconds. So, you know, we've got lots of cooldown and we'll get with that. Black Hole with Blazer, fire damage, you know, sucks them all in, does a nice big fire damage while it's sucking them in, and then a big explosion does more fire damage. Familiar here, this dude's gonna go around and he's gonna shoot some fire at stuff, whatever, who cares. He gives you an extra 10% fire damage with the Spark Flint. Another 10% increased damage, cool. Alright, Glass Cannon, because we're wizards, and that's what wizards do. We are glass cannons. We got Astral Presence, because, yeah, more arcane power, more regeneration. I don't know, I couldn't really find, you know, anything else that just seemed worth putting in. You know, maybe other Conflagration, Audacity, but, you know, you don't really want to get too close to them. If you can, preferably, you'd want to keep some range. So, I don't know, Astral Presence, you know, maybe Audacity, you know, there doesn't really matter that much, whatever, who cares. Unstable Anomaly, yeah, just kind of a failsafe, you know, it's every class should run with something like this, so that if you take fatal damage, it doesn't outright kill you. You know, you got some sort of, you know, second life, like Demon Hunters have Awareness, you know, Witch Doctors got Spirit Vessel, now Wizards, they got Unstable Anomaly, so you use Unstable Anomaly, so instead of dying, you know, it's a get out of jail free card. Evocation. Reduce all cooldowns 20%. Very, very cool. A lot of cooldown reduction. lots of cooldown reduction. Very, very cool. And also using evocation with that cooldown reduction and the cold snap, you know, it brings like, I mean, cooldown reduction, diamonds in the helmet, evocation, cooldown reduction is like, you know, almost 40% on this guy, like, you know, 44% on this dude, 45% on this guy. Like, I mean, damn, it's a lot of cooldown reduction. I mean, almost 50% on this. It's on 7.5 seconds. It's like 4-second cooldown, you know, give or take, you know, quarter of a second, whatever. But yeah, and it freezes them for 3 seconds, right? So it's like pretty much there's like a 1 second period in there, maybe, you know, that they are not frozen, like where that's down. You know, we popped it and they become unfrozen, and that's not up like right away. But 3 seconds is plenty of time for you to freeze them and, you know, put some distance between you. And then, you know, it'll be right back up again right away if you need to use it again. But you also have Black Hole, which is also a nice interrupt, and if shit's on your ass, you can cast it and it'll suck it into it and let you get away while it's dealing damage. So you kind of, you know, if they're right up on your ass and you haven't used Black Hole, don't want to use Black Hole, use your Cold Snap. You know, if it's down, you don't want to use it, use your Cold Snap. But if you want to use that, you know, you can rotate either one. This one doesn't, it does do a little bit of damage, but it doesn't do much. You know, this is your damage, but this is just a utility, but a very, very effective one because of such the short cooldown. The short cooldown and that 3-second freeze, and it will always freeze them. It doesn't have no diminishing returns or any crap like that, or like stun or anything on it. Oh, legendary gems, I may have skipped those. Legendary gems, infectious toxin is I find best for group play. If you were to replace this with anything else, maybe a Gagok of Swiftness, I think, would also be a good one. I'm still gonna get them leveled up. You know, I'm not even using them right now. Gagok of Swiftness. So on hit, you increase your attack speed. Like, that really matters, but you also increase your cooldown once it's over level 25 by up to 15%. More cooldown, more black holes and cold snaps, and you know, you can almost cold snap them and shit like that if you can get your cooldown fast enough. Keep them permanently frozen if you had to, or maybe not permanently frozen with the cold snap, but it would always be up. It would always be up. It'd be insane. It'd be awesome. So, but for group play, this is great. Damage amps, infectious toxin, Zaystone. You know, again, this is just what I'm using here. You got other options, maybe even a pain enhancer, but again, you don't really want to get too close to them. Ideally, best case scenario, you got a little bit of distance between you, you know, or like, you know, you're casting stuff and running, and they're kind of trailing behind you, running through your shit that you've kind of casted, you know. So, and it has a chance to stun on hit, which is also just nice and convenient. Your blizzards will stun them occasionally on hit. And Bane of the Powerful, just because I know this one's not always, you know, some people don't like this because it doesn't always proc. If you're a little bit too far away from the elites when they die, it won't give you that damage add. You have to be close enough, you know, to them when they die to get that damage add. But I mean, still, you get the extra elite bonus damage from that gem there. You get elite bonus damage from the Stone of Jordan. And if you got a Sunkeeper equipped like this, you get elite damage from there, elite damage from Stone of Jordan, and elite damage from this. Dude's rocking like 70% elite bonus damage. It's crazy. And I know people are like, oh, but what about the trash? You know, what about the consistent damage? What about the stuff before it and everything? Really, the threat level of elites is so much greater than that of trash. Really, the trash is shit that you just walk through and laugh and, you know, thank your lucky stars that, you know, you can progress through a greater rift, you know, just killing trash. Alright, so, but it's when you come to elites, you know, that's when the threat level, you know, they've got the threat. You know, that's the shit that's gonna kill you. You know, those affixes. So, for that, you know, we go Black Hole, nice little interrupt. So, we're gonna go and we're gonna cast some Meteor Showers. While the Meteor Showers is up, we're gonna cast some of that. Some little meteors. So we got Blizzard and Meteor Showers. I don't even know the names of these skills yet. I just like run around and do this. Watch this. Let's just watch it in motion without me even like saying anything, basically. Like, their gear sucks. Alright, but this is T6. Alright, I just whipped this shit together. These guys are like not even a couple of days old. Only one of them's got Firebirds on, like full Firebird set. And these guys are like wrecking T6, like, you know, just as fast, if not even faster than my Demon Hunters, who are like, I've been playing for a month, you know, just, granted I started them first and they had to go for nothing, but like, you know, pre-M6 and pre-Firebirds, these dudes wreck way more and have way more damn DPS, just straight up. And I think a lot of people are just wondering, oh, you know, what happens when you get hit? High level Greater Rifts, you know, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna go down. But you don't really get hit if you do it right. I mean, if you just work your rotation the way you're supposed to, you know, nothing really hits you. I mean, ranged or melee, because anything that's, you know, kind of close enough that could hit you is, you know, melee is close enough to cold snap. Anything that's far away enough that could shoot at you, you know, you should be shooting a black hole at it to, you know, fuck them up, interrupt them like that. And it also does a lot of damage. Gives you time to back up, put a little distance, and then again, it just comes right back up. Like, you know, there should be no reason why anything really kind of is able to get really much hold on you at all, because it's either going to be close enough for you to pop a cold snap off, or, you know, far enough away that it can't touch you at all, or if it's a range thing, you know, that's what you've got black hole for an interrupt, and, you know, you can just kind of dip in and out, you know, cast the black hole, interrupt, get meteor showers, drop a bunch of them on in Blizzard, and then back up, and then as soon as your black hole comes back up, do it again. So it's like, do this, back up, alright, and then come back, and then do another black hole, like so. And like, what are they gonna do? And that black hole, not only is it a great interrupt, but it does a lot of damage. It's like Paranado, but better from Witch Doctors. I like it. I like it a lot. Boom, boom, boom. See, like, they get two of those, and you go, snap. And it's up right away again. Like, I mean, I know I've got an Empowering Shrine on, but, like, damn, I mean, even without the Empowering Shrine, it's such a fast fucking cooldown. Like, it's so amazing. And they just get stomped. See, it's just elites, really, that anybody has anything to worry from. You know, it's their effects that are really going to kill you. You know, if anything. So as long as you have a lot of elite bonus damage, you know, from a Furnace would actually even probably be the best option even for a Greater Rift. I think a Furnace would be like the most elite bonus damage, and it would also just be a great, you know, it has a lot of weapon damage. So you would lose some crit chance from using from not having the offhand, the 10% crit on the offhand, like here. But a Furnace, also another option. You know, you lose the crit, but just the weapon damage itself, because your skills are based off of weapon damage. It would increase the weapon damage of your spells by a lot. You know, just raw damage. You know, crit or no crit. And if you can make up that crit, that 10 crit, and still get it up to 50, even with the Furnace equipped, then wow, well done. Should just be cray and be off the hook. And still, I put, like, I'm gonna be putting, you know, points instead of into armor. I'm putting all my stuff into all res. It is not armor that I need to worry about, you know, it is not physical damage of any kind or melee dudes that I need to worry about at all. The only things that I need to worry about at all are really, you know, jailers, thunderstorms, mortars, and cold, really. That's really the only kind of crap that I really ever have to worry about. And those are all magic. Thunderstorms right there. Big thing, cast it right on, you know, cast it right on your head. You know, it's likely going to get at least a hit or two on you. You know, if you don't, you're not going to see it coming. It's just going to go poop, and it's just going to be there. So, and mortars, I mean, they're ranged. They lob them in on you. You know, ranged attacks, ranged elemental attacks are what you are most vulnerable to, but is also your greatest strength. So, you know, seriously, to hell with the armor. I don't care if my armor is so much lower, and I don't care if my all res is already, my all res is really, really high. It's like 83, 84, 85% magic reduction. Good. See, those mortars, that's mortars right here. It's the only thing that's hitting me, mortars. So we go with, and thunderstorms, there we go. See, or it could be jailers. But still, what do? Elemental. We do all res. It's just convenient that your main stat's intelligence and gives you all res, and then you put all res on your armor as well. And if you really, really want more all res, throw a couple of diamonds in your pants even. Ooh, it's one of those. Cool. There's some diamonds in your pants. You know, just, you know, you've got big advantage when it comes to defending against elemental damage. So if ranged elemental damage is really the only threat, you know, and that can only come from pretty much, you know, elites. Some trash does have elemental damage, but really, it's not their stuff you really gotta worry too much about. So that's really the build. Like, the Rift is just great. I mean, I like that you don't have to start, you know, slow and then build up to, like, your full damage potential, really. Like, you don't have to, you know, just get into a room and be in there for, like, a good 20 seconds, you know, at least, before you can really start doing any kind of damage to any of that stuff. It's like you can pretty much just, you know, walk into a room and just start laying everything down, you know, going as much damage as you can, just like that. You know, you might have to fall back and kite just a little bit, but, like, really, there's, you know, if you have to fall back with a demon hunter, you know, if you have to move, if they're constantly kind of chasing you and pushing you back and stuff, then, you know, unless you got sentries behind you, you know, then you gotta stop and you gotta keep setting up sentries, but your sentries just aren't gonna be in range long enough to get enough of them together to get any real damage going. So, but it's like, you know, here you cast the spells, everything's, I like this a little better. You don't have to just, like, set up shop here, move over there, set up shop over there, move, set up shop over there. You know, shop goes with you. I like that. It's a little different, but they both got good advantages. But I mean, just personal opinion, you know, from pre-M6 to pre-Firebirds and stuff. I know there's one guy that had Firebirds on, but really, I mean, it does make a difference, but only in the fact that they keep on burning, you know, when I run away. But still, they die before I even keep on moving, really. The Firebirds is just adding to it. Who's doing this without the full Firebirds on that one guy? It's just really jokes. And, like, Meteor Showers does so much damage. And like, it's not like I'm really having problems with, you know, with arcane power, as you can see. Like, I mean, the cost of spells is hardly anything. You know, you can sit there and spam, and if you can get something to sit still long enough, you know, for even just a few seconds, like 3, you know, you can get quite a few meteors. You can spam quite a few meteors to drop on their damn heads. And that's awesome. So, like, yeah, cool, I got some high level gems, but that's not really what's doing it. Like, I mean, seriously, by all standards, this gear sucks, really. It really does suck. I mean, there's definitely a lot more people out there that have been playing Wizards that could, you know, throw together some much better stuff with this You know, some of my guys they have deck stuff on. We're not even using our damage ads right now. Let's use those damage ads. Let's use our skills. Let's use all the skills and all the runes. Let's try and use this to the full effect, as if it's not already pretty quick and easy. This place had a little more density and there wasn't so much running around. This would have been done a long time ago. It's just, I mean, little bits of dudes here and there. Of course, not like they last long though. But it's really just to demonstrate the control, the damage and the control of the build. You know, you lead with your blizzard. You know, you get that up first because it goes with 6 seconds. It starts and lasts for 6 seconds. Get your blizzard up. You know, everything's all cool. You know, I don't need any control, so just drop some meteors. You know, getting a little bit close. Pop my cold snap. Oh, there's a big guy. Let's pop the black hole. You know, clump of guys, pop the black hole. You know, pick your poison. You know, you got all the skills. You know, you'll know which ones to use and when for what. Kind of like with a witch doctor, but really it's like, yeah, like dudes just got wrecked. Whoa! I didn't even know that was on. Just insane damage. Insane damage. Look at that little monster labyrinth. But like, no threat, nothing really. Oh, we got a little bit of, we got some ugly stuff in there. Oh, but they got wrecked. Just cleared that whole room. Engaged and then death. It's just so much like, you know, you got a lot of damage over time with the burning effect of the Firebird set, but you also just have a lot of direct damage with the meteor shower and with your black hole. And you've got great control. I mean, you know, some people might, where's the teleport, right? Where's the teleport? But what teleport? Why would you need to teleport? Why do you need to teleport, bro? Why are you running? Well, I mean, like, that's not so much why you running, but like, why you running so much that you need to teleport? I mean, every other class seems to manage just fucking fine without, you know, having to teleport. Well, you know, they've got either Spirit Walk or, you know, Spirit Walk or something, you know, some sort of quick little movement speed and stuff like that. But I mean, it is not necessary. It is absolutely not necessary. And that's how we do it. We just run around like that and popped a cold snap. Like, I mean, I'm running around with 4, but like if you're just running around with 1, you didn't have to worry about any of the dudes. Like, you got total control, and you can pop cold snap, black hole, blizzards, meteor showers, and just have a couple of buffs giving you, like, you know, 20% damage add, 10% damage add, you know, another 15%. Who cares that you're a little more squishy? You're a little more buff too. Why not, right? If you wanted to, you could even mess around with some of these too. You know, this is just the basics. Unstable non-invocation. Yeah, we already went over all this, but it's pretty cool, right? Give it a try. I highly recommend it. It's fun. Even with crap gear, very effective. Alright, hope you liked the video. Peace.